Greetings and welcome to the realm of I. Yes, that mystical, magical realm of I. Yes, what a beautiful, beautiful rising it is today. Getting ready to get into that water in a little bit. Have y'all greeted the sun? Are you talking to the sun? Talking to the trees, the water, all in nature in this what they want some call anyway a what do they a simulation. It's a biological simulation, let's put it that way, but it's all from within, correct? We gonna focus on that aspect. All that's projected out there is within. That's why we can control it. It just takes some exercising. Okay, exercise of the mind, right? Get up early. We want to stretch the body again. We want to make sure the body is hydrated before we get out there in that sun, before we do any kind of light work. We want to make sure so we do not cause any um, unnecessary injuries. You know, being in this so-called magician aspect, you're gonna have some injuries. Uh, it's just a part of it. But you have to know all can be regenerated, correct? If I would stop at some of the injuries that I've received, I'd never have gotten anywhere. But you know, it seems like when you're a scientist, you're willing to take chances. You've seen them science movies, and the scientist takes his own potion, don't know how it's going to respond, but it's willing to take a chance on its own merits in order to go further. That's what we do. We're the fringe scientists out there. We're willing to do experimentations and go through them with this body just to see how far we can go with this body. What's the point of having it? You have really no clue of what this body is capable of doing. We've heard those things, but unless we're willing to really live it, delve in it, I know we don't have the spaces and places like there used to be. Okay, going up into the Himalayan mountains, and you know, some of us are being, asked to even go up there. The air is clear, it's supposed to be more magnetic, but to each his own. Some of us like to be down in this realm of things. We used to roughing it. We used to roughing it. It's just a part of it. It makes us stronger. Okay, and it can be hard at first, but you're willing to go through it. You're willing to go through the fasting times when, which is showing you your strength. Everything that happens, we look at it as a positive into getting us closer to our goals of being able to perform magnificent magic in this realm of magic. Because that's what it is. And everything that's been set up is really been set up for us to figure out on a mental level, and to work it out through whatever magic we can come together with. The clouds, as far as cleaning the chemtrails. I remember that thought first came into my head many years ago. I got so frustrated with all the lines. It was like they were, what's the word? Taunting you. Okay? Because that's what they do. They taunt you. They try to frustrate you. And I look at it as what they did in Deep Space Nine with Otto. The scientists found this chromatic blob, mercury type of entity that when they come together, all them, they become one big fluid pond, ocean. Okay, and they can take any form that they choose to take, but again, they had to work at that. And if you see that particular series, Deep Space, and where Otto finds himself, because what they did, the group encapsulated them and put them out there in the universe to see what happened to them. And Otto wasn't too impressed with the scientists, the way they poked and probed and made him perform things that the scientists felt that he would have never have done without their instigating. Some of us don't need the instigating. We come into this realm with the magic. Even with them trying to take it away from us, we keep it. We keep it hidden until finally we say da-da, and then everybody looks at us and say, what the freak happened to them over there? They done lost their mind. No, we done freed our mind is what we have done. We no longer accept the mundane realm of reality. We reject it. It's too mundane for us. And that's when the magic begins. That's when our lucid dreams can no longer hold us. Okay? We want to be lucid at every aspect of our life. Every aspect, every reality that we enter into we're going to be lucid in it. That means we have control over it. They don't want us to do that. They'd rather gook up the system, gook up this internal system that allows us to perform such magic and to get on such high frequencies in order to keep us in their mundane realm, because they refuse to do the work that's required. So, when your opponent cannot outdo you, then the next best thing as far as they're concerned is they're going to bring you down to their level, which is we've lived their level for how many hundreds of years. And it has done nothing but destroyed us as a people. Because it's like you're in lockdown, like any pet. You take a wild creature and try to tame it. Chances are they're going to die. I've looked at them. I've watched them. No wild creature wants to be kept as a pet. They beg. They pray for freedom, just as we did. But we held our internal selves in prison, enslavement. So we reflected that. We became slaves to that we projected outside of ourselves. We became a slave to it because we enslaved those living entities that live within us, that take care of this vehicle. Okay? Didn't feed it the right things. We fed this deceiver, the tongue, our appetites, screw what's happening within until it begins to show up. Right? And then we still don't want to, submit. Right? We don't want to submit to our internal self. No. But it's so funny that people want us to submit to them, right? Outside of ourselves. When we haven't even submitted to our internal self. But anyway, we don't want to go there. We just, let's, but a little bit is good. Let's say a little bit of sugar helps that medicine go down. That was one of the children's songs. A little bit of sugar helps the medicine go down. Yeah, that kind of thing. That bitter, little sweet helps that bitter, the bitter truth. That you can't be lazy in this magical, mystical realm if you want to get somewhere. But most people, even in exercises, they'd rather run or walk than stretch. Stretching is the most important thing you can do with this body. It requires to be stretched with all the standing and all the compression that happens throughout the day, the straining and pulling and just the mental fatigue, the mental stress. It causes stress within the body. The foods you eat causes stress within the body. That's why we go for the juicy, watery things that release the stress from the body. And these things reflected outside with the physical aspect. You can look at a person and tell they stress. That's what they call what? Aging process is nothing but internal stress. Stress on the organs. Show everywhere. That's why most magicians that you see, they all look stressed and aged and everything because they done been through some things. Didn't know what the key to it. You got to stretch. You got to walk. You got to movement. Dance. Let that energy flow. And that's what we want to do. We want to get into the magic of it. Make this day as magical as you can. Get it within your heart. Some of us have it easy. Some with the Venus, with Sagittarian Venus, Venus is the heart. That means you got that magic. That magic is in your heart, baby. To me, that's the strongest aspect. Whatever is in your heart, and Venus is the heart. So utilize that magic. Capricorn, you magic. All the signs have magic. It's just that as you go up the ladder, you see what you gathered all the magic from each one of those sigils. Capricorn, that's the, what do they, cornucopia. That's the pinnacle. And then afterwards you have those other attributes that add to that. And I just say, yeah, I'm fond of Capricorn. I don't work my way up here. You don't just become the bee Capricorn, wake up and da-da, that's Capricorn. Capricorn had to walk the mountains, baby. Had to climb a lot of mountains, a lot of steep cliffs. You done seen, if you seen some of them videos out there, there ain't nowhere to step. But that goat, boy, is gonna find a way to get up there. I got this one picture I gotta submit on my Facebook. This picture is just awesome when it talks about the goat, for real. Who's willing to, how far are you willing to go? When you come to recognize that you're living in nothing but a perpetual dream, where's the fear? There is no fear. I done seen children without fear. Scary as hell. Fearless. Climbing over shit, climbing over rail, they don't care. They don't care. They living in a lucid dream. What's the worst they gonna fear? They gonna come back. Their life will continue. Just that we stuck, so we see a loss. I don't see nothing that's ever going through a transformation as a loss. I see them here. They're going to show up here. They usually do. I see them in younger bodies walking around here. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking at. They're not aware enough to know that they're in another lucid dream if we'd have taught them at younger times, even if we're carrying them. Yeah, when you're pregnant, that's the best time to teach magic. You live in it. We putting this in our DNA. Well, we gonna pass on to the other babies. That's what we got to do. That's why I live in it. So they come here prepared. They come here prepared to be in this realm. This is a rough realm. You make it down here, you gonna make it anywhere. So this is work. This is these people who think that we're not doing any work because it's internal work. It calls for a lot of meditation. It calls for a lot of alone time. And that's where we're headed. We'll have our ashram. It's coming. Where you can come and you can chill for a minute, a moment. Get into nature, get into that magic of it. But in the meantime, make magic of everything that you find that doesn't seem right. Change it within your mind. Trying to change things on the outside is like trying to change your clothes through the mirror. Right? You standing there before the mirror and you want to change your clothes. You got all your clothes laying on the bed right there and all is this reflected in the mirror. Now, try changing the clothes in the mirror. Through the mirror. Now, you got that kind of magic, you real good. Because there is that type. You can definitely do it. It's like people used to say, oh, I don't need to prepare for nothing. I believe in whoever they believe in. But they can't show that in the regular life when nothing's happening. They just as mundane as everybody, but as soon as somebody says, well, you need to prepare because the food may not be available and this and that, then they want to talk magic. Then they want to talk everything, hey, I just believe. Well, your life has never been one of just belief. The last time you got laid off of a job, you cried, moped around, and everything else. Didn't want the job when you was in there, so you set free, and you're upset because you're set free. I've seen people do that. Hey, I remember stomping my foot one time saying I want to be free because I was into my drawing. I was so into my intuitive drawing, and I was only working 4 hours a night, 4 days a week. That still wasn't giving me enough time. I stomped my foot, said I want to be free. I get on the phone to start my shift. I took one call. My supervisor comes in and say, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay. We got to let you go. I'm like, yeah. I ain't never had nothing happen so fast. The only thing I could respond was, yeah. I knew the only thing I better respond to was say, yeah. I was aware. It happened so quickly. Some people that buy it, shook them. What did me to fight? What did I do? Not a thing. I made more sales in 4 hours than most made in a total of 8 hours. Got every bonus that I required. So I asked them when I went, this Negro hid in the closet when I came in there to pick up my last check. I didn't know. They got a closet where supervisors hide it when they feel like somebody's going to come in there agitated. Because I didn't give the response. It was, they thought that I should have given. I should have been, I'm like, yeah. Because, hey, I'm being set free. That means everything is cool. Everything's going to be just the way it is. Just, what do they say? Auspicious. Just the way it's supposed to be. Right? Everything is the way it's supposed to be. I just got to go with the flow. And a lot of us have a problem going with the flow because people going to talk, right? People see you out there struggling. Look at this fool out there struggling. Look at her. She's struggling. Why don't she just get a job? Where? I just had a job. They don't get it. They don't get it. You got to get it. Yeah, you got to work. This ain't, can't everybody go this route. Those that see the importance in it will go it. This is life or death. Transformation. This is the top of the top. This outdoes money, which is mostly out top of the top. You got a bank full of money, a pocket. That's it. For most people, that don't settle for us. We ain't settling for that. We know there's more. I don't want to be paper money. No, when I know that with a thought, what I desire will materialize, and nobody's gonna question a thing. We know that's a possibility. We just have to keep working at it. We got to build those neurotransmitters, and along the way, you're going to see your advance, right? You're going to see yourself as things start to move forward. But it's just like stretching. One day, you're just going to stretch, and it's like, wow. The next day, it's like you're back at stage 1, and it's like, what the freak? That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Just keep gently stretching, and when you get there, you're going to be further than where you were. Those who stretch know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's going to be blockages. It's going to pain. Yeah, baby. Gentle. Even in your gentle, it's going to hurt. You're going to feel pain and soreness everywhere. That's why we gentle, because you causing little tears and rips that, and if you're not on an all-fruit diet, you're going to feel that lactic acid going over them tears. It's going to be sore. Get your ass in that ocean. If you can't get in the ocean, get you some Epsom salts and soak in. It'll help with that soreness. Get your urine, those that are into urine therapy. Put that urine on you. You watch the soreness go like that. You ain't got to drink it. But your urine is magnetic. It is magnetic. When you drink that, it's going to pull everything that ain't supposed to be there right on out and right down. It ain't going to, if it's toxins in there, whatever the freak, it ain't coming free. You do better with the clean urine. That's why we clean it. We eat only fruit. We don't eat no flesh. Okay? Then it makes it even more electrifying. More power. Take a sip of that ocean water. put that urine on your skin. Put it on your hair. I don't care how tight your hair locked up. That urine will gently unlock it, clean it. Just water, that's all you need, clean it. And some natural whatever, but really I don't put nothing but water on my hair. And from time to time I clean urine to condition it. Okay, urine will eat all the dirt up, all that good bacteria that's in that urine. Okay, get in there and eat all that dirt and dust up, leave your hair soft and shiny. Yeah, soft and shiny. And then it'll lock up in a couple of days, right back. We use all aspects of self in order to reach the magic, but you got to be clean. You got to be clean. All right? You got to be energized. That's why certain foods we just don't eat. They're not clean foods within the body. It just creates more havoc on the little entities that are in there. Keep them busy cleaning the body. You ain't got time to regenerate. It takes time. You wake up. There are addictions that have to be overcome. Addictions make you stronger. They don't make you weak. They make you stronger. They only make you weak if you allow yourself to give in to them. But get over your addictions, and baby, you talking about some strength? I know a lot of y'all, especially young, are suffering with so many addictions. Food addictions being one of the most prevalent because of the fast foods that you were given as children to consume. Poison. But that's okay. It's only to make you stronger. This vehicle, those that can surpass it. You have greater magic, greater power, because you have greater stability, you have greater, what's the word I'm looking for, focus. So, just a little talk, just to keep you moving, letting you know, don't give it up. I've been on this journey since I was 25. Before then, but awakened, lucid. Since I was 25. What am I? 66. To me, that's a magical number. 66, which is 12, which breaks down to 3. 3 is that magical number. Okay? 3 is magical. That's why we say 3. And in the military, they give you everything in triplicates. You got paperwork, it's in triplicates. I used to look at that when I was doing government work and putting the contracts together, everything in triplicate. I said, wow, I got to put I'm putting a spell on myself by putting all their shit in triplicates. I said, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. You got to be careful. You don't know you working in the blind, you doing shit, they're magic, and you find out you get caught in it. That's why you got so many government workers stay up there forever. Because they've been putting spells on themselves forever. They're perfect for that job. They're just mundane. They're not even real. Why waste your life in this beautiful, magnificent body, biological machine? That's the potential of everything that these folks on the mundane level have created. This machine surpasses it. But you got to able it by putting in the right foods, the right energy. Okay, you got to create power. Okay, you got to create it within. Got the solar plexus. You got to activate that. All these things have to be activated. Some of you are coming by default from past lives. Okay, you sit on default patterns, which is a good thing. You don't have to start back to zero. Some of y'all start back to zero. Some shit past zero. Mine is zero. Because you failed to learn anything in your past lives. So you come here just totally ignorant. You gotta stop that. Teaching your children supreme magic is the most important thing you can do. And I'm talking to those who are somewhat lucid. I doubt if any mundane people, even though I see some mundane comments. Okay, it's a stage. Just stick with it. But and I've seen some great comments that'll really take me out there, babe. Show me how far your imagination can go. That's where we're headed. We're going to transform this mundane realm. We sure is. We going to be sitting on the clouds, baby. We're going to have a whole realm of reality on the clouds. So all those that are based here in this mundane realm called Earth plane, so they can see all the fun going up there in the clouds. The mountaintops ain't going to do us no more. We're going to have a whole realm of reality right up there so they can all partake. They say somewhere in the writing, the earth is a footstool. Yeah, y'all want to reach us and come to us? You got to really get up there. That's where we headed. All this backward stuff, going back into history, trying to figure out history, who was here first, who wasn't here first, all this mundane crap that the world wants to live in. That's where it is. They don't get nowhere. Each generation come in here with the same mundane crap. Same mundane crap. They talk about nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have no imagination. They can't comprehend anything greater than kicking a fucking ball. That's it. And screwing. That's the best they got. They can screw in all kind of positions, all kind of ways. They done took it to the highest level, ain't got nowhere to go. So now that shit is sinking right down to the lowest of levels. That's what it is. They don't know no magic. None. Have none. No imagination whatsoever. None. None. But want to hold on to resources. How the hell you gonna hold on to anything? I didn't want to go this far. But I gotta step out there. Hey. That's an old way of being. You want to hold on to something. I say let go of it all. Let it go. That's where your magic is. When you let all that mundane crap go. But it takes work. Yeah, you're going to have to go through some shit. But to me, you going through some shit sitting up there in them mundane schools. 12 freaking years. 12 years in school and come out not knowing one aspect about yourself. Nothing. You don't know how your brain works. You don't know how your heart works. You don't know how your kidneys work. You don't know nothing. 12 years. 12 years. 12 years. You got 12 astrological signs. You have no idea what they are, how they work. Nothing. But you done spent 12 years in school learning what? Nothing. And then you graduate. Ooh, and you feel so good about that, don't you? But tell the truth about it. The only thing you really feel good is you don't have to sit up there in that mundane class no more listening to that mundane teacher ramble on about bullshit. Literally. Literally. Wake up to the same mundane shit. Wake up. Wake up. The only place you got to go is within that alternate dream realm. You got the biggest dream realm right here. Wake up. Expand your mind. Expand your imagination. Shit. You've been here, shit. How many thousands of years? And this is as far as you've gotten. Come on now. Anyway, let's get with it. Hey, they showing you all kind. I don't know if that shit is real. Half that shit, it's kind of, they never give you a I get full focus video. I ain't seen it. Bunch of phony shit. Somebody shows you up close and personal. Up close and personal. Can see it as clear as it sits in the sky. And you, well, Well, I'll say you don't even question it. Discombobulates a lot of you. To be able to recognize, y'all keep saying that we living in the matrix. It's a simulation. So when somebody controls the simulation, it's like, oh shit, that ain't real. You just said it was a simulation. Come on now, folks. Come on. Get real. Have a magical day today. Show some magic. Show something.